It may not look like it, but this is the start of our 3-week walk. So when we've finished our coffee here, we're going to continue walking along the Todd Mall, along the Todd River, which has water in it, and out into the West MacDonnell Ranges. So we're walking the Larapinta Trail, which will take us over 230 kilometres through the West MacDonnell Ranges. This is our last little taste of luxury before we head out. Though we will be spoilt, there's water in all the waterholes due to unseasonal rain and lush green vegetation, so we're really looking forward to it. Let's go.
Today we started the Larapinta walk for 20 days, and it was an absolutely spectacular day today. The first day is always a bit of a problem because of the logistics, and we started in Todd Mall, so we extended the track by another 3.5 k's. So today we walked 17 k's, and we started at 11 o'clock this morning, and we just came in around about 5:30 this afternoon. So it was a decent walk. It was about 6.5 hours for the 17 k's. So the walking today was very relaxing, very easy. A little bit undulating, but really enjoyable, and we had lunch down at Charles River, and there was a little bit of water in the river down there today, and we had a swim down there as well, which is, we've been told that there's not normally water flowing down there at this time of year, so it was really enjoyable to have a nice swim at lunchtime, and it was just really relaxing walking through the really lush green grasses at the moment. Lots of grasshoppers flying around in front of us, and it was a really enjoyable day, and if this is anything to go by, then it's going to be a spectacular walk. It'll be great. Looking forward to it tomorrow.
Hello, it's our second day, and it feels like it's the second day to me because I've got the second day pains, slight headache, bruised shoulders, hips and bruised toes, but it was a really enjoyable day. So we had our first night under the mozzie net last night, which went okay. It was a pretty bad night's sleep for both Stu and I think though, and also a couple of the other guys that we met up at the campsite. As I said, they've had a similar problem the whole time, really noisy with all the insects. And I had this thing in the back of my head. I was wondering if they were on the inside or the outside of the mozzie net all night, so I didn't have the best night's sleep, so hopefully that improves. But today's walking was lovely. We only had to walk 10 k's, and we got up first thing in the morning to avoid some of the day's heat, which was great because I struggled a bit yesterday with the heat, which I'm not really acclimatised to yet. So today was better, a shorter day and starting earlier in the morning. We just had a couple of side trips too. The first one was to a little waterhole which was shady and beautiful, and the second was a similar waterhole in the rocks, but it wasn't as shady, so we cleared out of there pretty quick. So this is Simpsons Gap. We've just had a little bit of time relaxing and reading, and ready to explore the Gap before we settle down for the night.
Last night we were down at Simpsons Gap, which was a beautiful night. The moon's probably about 3/4 at the moment, and we saw rock wallaby, which was very beautiful. And then getting into our campsite last night, and we thought, what animal are we going to have in here tonight? And the first night we had a spider, and last night we had like a little froggy, something like that. And we had probably about 6 or 7 of them just lying around, and they were really cute. There he goes. Anyway, today was about 13.7 kilometres, and we're here at MULGA campsite now. And we decided to make it a little bit easier today and walk about 7 kilometres in the morning, and then go to Bond Gap and spend about 2 hours there in the heat of the day. And that's what I recommend to do, is walk as much as you can in the morning, then kind of hide somewhere in the heat of the day and just a little bit of walking in the afternoon. And yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed the day, and we're looking forward to another beautiful day, much the same as what we had today.
day 4, and it was the only day of the whole walk that we actually walk on the north of the McDonald Ranges through the plains. So it was also our last day of relatively flat, undulating walking, which was actually quite a pleasure. So we walked about 10 k's to Jay Creek, where we stopped for lunch, and our book says that Jay Creek is a pretty primitive camping area, but it's obviously out of date because it has the most amazing camping facilities that we've ever seen. It was amazing. It's got this big shade shelter, it's got gas cooktops that are free, it's got a picnic table, sleeping platforms, and the best bush toilet that I've ever had the pleasure of using. It was great. So it was really hard to tear ourselves away from there. But we've just been walking down Jay Creek this afternoon to our fish hole, which is where we are at the moment. It's just been absolutely delightful. And this is actually a sacred site, so we can't camp here for the night, so we're going to follow the creek for another kilometre back to one area where you can camp. So we'll just enjoy the rest of the afternoon here and then head off to camp.
Today was day 5, and it was after 4 days of reasonably flat walking. Today was the first day of going up the Twins Range, and it was a really enjoyable walk. The walking itself was reasonably moderate going to hard going up the range, but it was very pleasant up the top. Really good views over both the east and the west McDonald's Ranges, and it was really windy up there today as well, which tended to cool everything down a bit. But I think the whole gem of this particular stretch of walk was on the way down, going through the Cycad little gully there, and it was just, the biodiversity was just beautiful through that area itself, and it's definitely worth doing just for that, the gully. And then we decided to not camp at Miller's Flat tonight, but make our way to Standley Chasm. So here we are, and even the walk through there was really spectacular. We walked all the way up through a creek bed all the way into Standley Chasm, and just another really enjoyable day.